I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Detroit, Michigan, where we find a couple of dim-witted frauditors as they're trying to assert their First Amendment rights, but they fall just a wee bit short, and, well, you'll see what happens. Sit back, watch it, enjoy!
Yes, sir. I got a complaint.
Yes, sir.
I see a transit police. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. This is a publicly accessible lobby, sir.
It's a federal building.
Yeah, and
even the news can't come in and film without permission.
DHS put out a memo in 2010, revised in 2018, giving us access to record in public buildings in the public areas.
we can. It's redacted. And here, listen. Just listen to my complaint, okay? Please make yourself look good. Make your department look good right now. You got a transit police car out there parked in a handicap spot, and I take that very personal. There's nobody that is a police officer that is handicapped, that is on duty, that drives. If they do, they would not be a police officer in that capacity. So that car needs to be moved, and I would appreciate it if you'd move it ASAP. And I want to see it moved. Because if that was somebody else, you guys would come out and you guys give them tickets all day long.
Now here's the guy behind the camera. Apparently he suffers from some type of disability, and I never heard of this guy, Wolverine. I never heard of him before he went to bail out our good friend, the militant midget, when he was arrested. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to start following this guy. He seems to have a pretty big mouth, and he's hanging out with MCC, Michigan Constitutional Crusader. So nothing good can come out of these two guys hanging around. Well, let's see what happens.
Okay, so, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think you guys should move that immediately forthwith. What I missed? Well, there's a
transit vehicle and a handicap that he would like to have.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Just because you guys wear badges doesn't mean you get to break the laws.
Can I get your name and badge number, officer?
It's Officer Grant, badge 44.
Cool. Officer Brandt, can you do me a favor and have that car removed? Because
moments later.
Got a whole parking lot full of park spots. He's in a handicap. I take offense to that personally. I'm handicapped. I'm in a wheelchair, and that's just not for Detroit police, and it's not for anybody else, let alone Detroit police.
Okay, let me go take a look at it, and if it's parking the handicap, I will certainly have it moved.
All right. Just let the public know that you care, because you got a lot of people watching right now in Detroit.
Could you watch yourself?
I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna get out of the way. That don't work, man. Hey, that's another thing, sir. Can you address another issue?
That's already been taken care of. There's an order in for it to be repaired.
You got to order in for it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, now, so far so good. But it's not going to be so good for so long. It's going to quickly go downhill. By the way, the other buffoon in the picture here is MCC. You can always find him because he's about 9 months pregnant and he has triplets.
Much later.
You were very cordial, so thank you very much.
Oh, no problem, sir. We have everything taken care of?
Yep.
So our building is only open to the public if you're buying passes, or if we have a meeting with our senior citizens. So if you're not buying passes and you're not here for a meeting with the senior citizens, then we do have to ask you to leave, because it's not open to the general public. It's just open to the public for those two reasons. Okay?
So it's about business, right?
Pardon me?
It's about business, right?
Well, the business would concern if you were buying bus passes.
Right. But The law says the business. It is a publicly accessible place. Usually you guys say you got business. Well, the First Amendment is our business. I have the right to record all my people in the course of their public duty.
Record anything. All I'm stating is that DDOT has established a policy that this building is only open to the public if they are buying park passes for the coaches or if we have a senior citizen meeting.
I gotcha.
Well, the fool behind the camera says, I gotcha, but he's still going to sit there and argue with the officer that he has a legal, constitutional right, if you will, to be there and film his public servants in the course of their duties. What a bunch of bloody palaver that is.
You are not here to purchase any bus passes, or you're not here to attend to any senior citizen meetings, which we don't have them right now. I just need to ask you to exit the building.
All right, check this out. It does not override law, and it never will.
It's a privately owned building, so DDOT can make their own rules. It's their building.
That's not the way that works.
I'm asking you guys to leave.
Public.
I'm asking you both to leave voluntarily.
But is it not paid for by tax dollars?
I'm asking you both to leave.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
It's correct. Paid for by tax dollars. It is not
Correct.
private.
So I'm asking both of you to leave the building. Do you understand? Have I made?
I understand that you're giving me an unlawful order.
For both of you to leave the
You
building.
haven't made a lawful request
Okay.
because it's a public building.
I'm asking you both to leave the building.
Is that a lawful order, sir? Okay, that's an unlawful order. Now I have to put a complaint on you because you are unlawfully giving orders.
Apparently, I was raised in a different time and place because we were always told to obey what the police told us to do. So if an order comes from a police officer, I would have to think that it is lawful. Of course, I have common sense. And don't forget, frauditors do one thing very well. They file complaints. That's all they do well, is file complaints. They're oxygen thieves. Yeah, that's what they do best. But other than that, they file complaints.
Because what you don't understand, can you?
Is there anything I can make you do to exit this building right now?
Yeah, answer this one question, because under threat of arrest, I'm going to leave, okay? All right? Because you're violating my First Amendment right now, okay? Do you understand that? I have a right to sit here and record you. I am the press. I have a YouTube channel. I am the press. I have the right to be in a public accessible place. I am not in a place where it says that I can't be there. I can be here. All right. This is a public lobby. There is a redacted DHS memo that says that I am allowed to stand in government buildings that's paid for by the federal government. You understand? That gets government funds. I have a right to record you in your public duty in the course of your public duty, and I have the right to stay here and stand my ground on it. If you was to arrest me, that would be an illegal arrest, and it would fall on you, and then you would lose your immunity.
Now that was a lucid, well thought out argument by the frauditor. However, it's not going to hold water, and it's not going to mean anything, because in just a few moments, the two frauditors are going to be escorted out of the building. Let's watch, because that's going to be lovely.
I've asked you several times.
You have?
Please leave the building.
Under the threat of arrest. Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Leave the building.
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave the building? I'm asking you a question. I'm just asking you a question. Yes, just yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Are you giving me a threat under arrest? If I don't exit this building, you are going to arrest me.
I merely asked you to exit the building.
It's a yes or no question because you're violating my rights.
This building is not technically open except for two public purposes: to buy a pass and to take care of senior citizens getting their other credentials. Period. The rest is closed because technically we're moving out of this building. Plain and simple.
Okay, but we're not trying to go to the rest, just in the public lobby.
I'm just in the public lobby.
Open, technically, except
I'm
for
in
certain
it.
things.
I'm in it.
And then you can be technically arrested for trespassing
Okay,
and loitering.
technically.
So stop playing games with us.
Oh, I'm playing games.
The city is trying to protect us and you.
Are you angry?
Frauditors know how to push buttons, and these two frauditors are no different. They're not going to leave even under threat of arrest because the officer did say he would arrest him, but now he wants more clarification. How much more clarification do you need, Frauditor? Do you need the silver bracelets to come out? Because they don't care. They'll put you under arrest. They don't care if you're disabled or not. That's got nothing to do with it.
See, you're so
You
sick.
know what? You jeopardize because
I'm vaccinated.
what did the sign say?
It don't matter. I'm
There
vaccinated.
you go. Please leave, sir.
All right, under threat of arrest, I'm going to leave. Now, you guys have just violated my First Amendment right. You'll be hearing from me. Have a good day.
Yep.
Thank you. You have a better one.
Learn the law, guys.
You guys, now you see that they under the threat of arrest.
Now he's going to lock the door.
Under threat of arrest, they just threw me out of a publicly accessible building.
Open 8 a.m. to 4:30.
It's open 8 a.m. to 4:30. He said he was mad. He's sick of us. He didn't care about my rights. That was the worst thing he could have did is do that to me. Now I got to go and I got to file a complaint on every one of these guys.
Well, now there you have it, folks. Tossed out like trash that they are. Yeah, if I were disabled, I certainly wouldn't be driving around in my motorized scooter harassing people about the First Amendment rights. Yeah, but some guys, guess they have nothing better to do. At any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.